Hi, everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa. And today we have Johnny Litecoin teaching us some great tips about wallets, crypto wallets, how you can store your keys, some information about them. We're here to bring education and light information so that you can be free and get through this wonderful time of life together. So be right back with Johnny right after this. Give us a like, share this video, and we're doing a giveaway during the video. So I'll tell you a little bit more about The Promise of Bitcoin by Bobby Lee.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at Calyx.
Hey, Johnny. First of all, I have to give a big shout out to our buddy Bitcoin Ben. It's his birthday today. So if you guys haven't gone over there, make sure you watch his show today and leave him a comment on his video. Happy birthday, Bitcoin Ben.
Yeah, happy birthday, Ben. He had a good show yesterday. He was talking about those two guys that were on Bloomberg, I guess, and they always outperform the market. And the lady asked him, "What are you buying in 2023?" And they said Bitcoin. And the lady was like, "Bitcoin?"
And they're Wall Street guys, right?
Yeah, and they're like as much as they can buy without moving the price up too much or something. They said.
Yeah. It's crazy. Well, it is the best performing asset. This what is it? This last 10 years or whatever. I think that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I had heard.
It's best performing asset. And I've never felt more confident talking about it. I mean, there's only 21 million coins. There's 8 billion people. They're going to only continue to create more fiat currency. And as they create more dollars and fiat all around the world, it's only natural that that's going to spill over into Bitcoin, especially being a digital store of value. We're in a digital world, like it or not. So like we always say, gold and silver is great, but it's not made for the digital age in which we live. Now, there's things I've seen where Bix had a video where the World Gold Council talked about it, where they're going to digitize, I guess, gold to move around. But that to me is even a little, where's the gold? How do you get it? Like there's still somebody you're trusting, and it's still not.
Yeah, they're going to have to call Reggie and use his, get a license for his IP for that. They're going to have audits for, and the last time they audited the gold in Fort Knox, supposedly in the 50s or something, and that's even has a lot of doubt and questions around it. So yeah, it's kind of strange.
Definitely strange. So we shall see what happens. But yeah, I never felt more confident talking about stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good stuff. Well, and that goes into, if you're going to have an asset, it's great to hold it in your own possession. That's what crypto is about. Miss Teen Crypto went on a little freedom rant the other day on her channel. I was so proud of her. And these guys started super chatting her. She got like $200 in super chats or something. It was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, girl, that's what happens when you talk about freedom. People like it. People want to know that you're
Yeah.
fired up about freedom and sovereignty. And that's the kind of thing that people are looking for right now. And so she was talking about holding crypto in your own possession and not letting, because they were trying to push this. It was actually a Visa product. It was like doing this where you custodied with Visa so that you didn't have to worry about having your own keys or losing your keys. It was a way to recover your keys. And then you could also make like recurring payments and stuff. So they were trying to make it easy for normies and, you know, all this. But she's like, you're compromising your safety. And I was really proud of her for getting so fired up. It was great. And that's what we wanted to talk today about: wallets and different security measures and kind of some different things that some people didn't know. I didn't know for a long time until Westwood and I started going on the road and doing classes and teaching people just some of the basic 101s about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and different things about seed phrases. And one of the things that you brought up in our text message, I'll let you tell them, but some of the basic things about seed phrases that you can, I don't know, you tell them.
Well, real quick, I wanted to bring something up while you're talking that, you know, this whole freedom movement, crypto is a tool, but freedom is the root.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we have to approach people with the freedom aspect, because crypto, they look at too much of a financial lens, and they may not be in a position where they're financially sound in their own life. It may be too out of touch for them. They may not care about it, but they care about wearing a mask or the vaccine or something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if crypto being a tool, if we approach people from more of a freedom first aspect, then we get to the crypto. And that's actually the point of talking about these non-custodial and these private wallets. Because if we just approach them about crypto, their mind thinks number go up, make money, And if we approach them about securing your own private keys, using this so the bad guys can't take your money, that's a freedom first talk. We're not saying if you notice the video I did today, if people go back and watch it, nothing I talked about how to do anything at all with the price of cryptos. It was just about, hey, here's how you use it. Here's how you secure it, the security, so the bad guys can't take it from you. And that's really what this is about. And that's where, and I feel like when you go that route, we're going the freedom first route. So
and if you want to know why you need to do that, go watch the video that I did yesterday with Ben on my channel. He came on a little early, and we did an early episode. We used to do Educating Lisa. We'd travel and go all over, and I'd ask him all these. He's a great historian in American history. And we'd go on 17-hour drives, and I'd ask him all these questions. And so we did a short version because I've been reading this book called Fruit from a Poisonous Tree. And it talks about the laws in America and how, you know, all of these things have been turned on their head, and our laws have been weaponized. You know, our government's been weaponized against us, and then how we can find our freedom outside of that. So go watch that video. It's like, I think it's about 40 minutes long or so, but it's really great. And so we know what we want. The path forward is freedom. We know why, you know, and now we know the how, and one of the tools is crypto. So tell us a little bit about the wallets.
The wallets. Well, first of all, the reason why crypto is so important, you can't even get through a border with gold and silver. You know, we always talked about TSA. They might have been created to take your gold and silver.
I believe that.
You can get through it at digital. They're not going to your phone. You can get through it millions of dollars in Bitcoin or Litecoin secured in apps, and that you control the private key. Better yet, You can just have your seed phrase written down in a certain pattern, not even have the app on your phone and get there. Or better yet, don't have anything on you at all. Go to where you're going, call somebody up that you trust and say, can you read me those words back? Number of ways to do it. But as far as these wallets go, I feel like we know so much being in the crypto world that we talk about stuff and a lot of people get left behind. And then they feel bad asking because they feel so far behind. So we got to get back to basics sometimes to meet people where they're at in their own freedom journey, their own crypto journey. So these wallets, what I mean by a wallet, it's not your PayPal crypto wallet. It's not your Coinbase wallet. It's not your Binance wallet. These are wallets we call private wallets or non-custodial wallets. And what I mean by that, or what the crypto community means by that, it means it's a wallet where you actually control the funds yourself. There's no custodian. There's no third party involved. Now there's that wallet or app, but they provide you, if you notice, if you download one of these wallets, or maybe you never have, so I'll explain to you how it works. When you go to download a wallet, like Exodus wallet is a very popular private or non-custodial wallet. When you download it, they give you 12 words. They're called seed words, the string of 12 words you have to record down in a row. And that generates your private key, meaning that if you lose your phone, you lose your computer, you lose access to Exodus wallet, you have your words backed up, and you could download another wallet. And when you download the wallet, it asks you, do you want to create a new wallet or restore from a seed phrase? And cool.
Well, and one of the things I didn't know until we went on the road was that you could take that same seed phrase and create and restore that wallet with a new brand or type of wallet.
Yeah. So
with that same seed phrase, and your funds will show up. So like I could have started with an Exodus wallet, but then
end up with an Atomic wallet or another
or
type
a Monarch
of
wallet or
whatever have you. Now, that's really important to note because a lot of people think, oh my God, well, they're like, what if the Exodus company goes down and they take their app away? Well, as long as you have those seed words, again, you can get access back to your funds. And that's actually what's important about, I feel like it's important about using a coin like Litecoin or Bitcoin to store a lot of wealth in, because if you use a coin that only has wallet support in like one wallet, you might have your seed words, but if shit hits the fan and that you can't access that wallet anymore because their company went out of business or whatever that makes that wallet, in theory, you can get your funds back, but you might have to string up some code yourself and figure out how to do it. Where a Litecoin, there's hundreds of wallets that support Litecoin. So you'll be able to find one of them that, and when it's with these seed words, it's called using the same derivation path, meaning that a lot of the wallets, the seed words are interchangeable. So a lot of them, you could take the words from one wallet, put it in a multitude of other ones. Sometimes they use a different derivation path, and you have to find one that uses that derivation path. That's what's good with Litecoin, that you always can find one that uses that derivation path. If you can't, you go to what's called Electrum. Electrum is like a bare bones type of wallet. But if you go into Electrum, you can, even if you have wallets already created, you can click on create a new wallet, and it asks you how you want to generate that wallet. And then you can play around with the different derivation paths and try the seed words in all of them. Eventually you're going to get one of them that hits, and you'll see your coins there.
Tom brings up a great point. These wallets are actually just a window to see your coins. Your coins
Yeah.
aren't actually in these apps. Your
Yes.
coins are on the blockchain. So if somebody says, "Do you have crypto on your phone?" No, you don't.
You don't. Tom, great point. The wallet or app is just a user interface to
Mhm.
give you a nice screen to view and make it easy for you to unlock those coins on the actual blockchain to send them out. Remember, it's not about the security of the wallet. It's about the security of the blockchain itself. And if you use
Yeah.
best practices, then, it really doesn't matter what wallet you use if you keep stuff offline, if you avoid clicking on random things that pop up. And, now obviously, if you're storing a lot of crypto, you want to use what's called a hardware wallet. Let's explain the difference between some of these
Okay.
wallets. So I feel like mobile apps are really important, but they're mobile apps. I'll give you some security flaws in mobile apps. One security flaw is a lot of people go to a cell phone store and their phone might break and they give their phone to the kid that's there. And the kid says, "What's your PIN to get in the phone?" They give the people the PIN. Chances are they use that same PIN for their crypto app. And if the kid's smart kid might say, "Well, open up the crypto app and be like, well, I got 50 Litecoins in here," and transfer them out of there. Perfect.
Can't they also SIM swap? If you take your phone to the store, there's a SIM swap thing where they can pull the card out or something. I heard about that. I don't know what that actually means, but I've heard of SIM swapping.
So you can get SIM swapped. And the thing is with the SIM swap, so with a lot of the wallets, you want to test these wallets. A lot of these wallets, you're good to go even if you get SIM swapped. Because
okay.
what happens is when you go to download the device again, you have to restore it from the seed phrase. But some of the mobile wallets I've noticed, like I've done it where I've got a new phone and I'm like, whoa, these wallets didn't ask me to restore my seed phrase. That's weird. Why? So again, if you're using a wallet and you get a new phone, well, first of all, never turn in your old phone. That's your data. For the $100 credit or whatever they're going to give you,
Just keep it.
Keep it as a backup. It's good to have a backup phone to use stuff for, anyways. What if your new phone breaks? Then you could load up your old phone too. Like, I bring an old phone with me when I go somewhere. I don't think I want to wait at a cell phone store to get a new phone. I'll load up my old phone and call the cell phone company and say, switch it back to this device, and I have business as usual, up and running. So, but that is some of the wallets. Yeah, they'll try. I don't know why. It's a security flaw. So that's why for the best security, you want to use what's called a hardware wallet. But Clint Westwood said use the old phone as a hardware wallet. Clint Westwood, I love you, but I
think he does it offline. He takes it
I
offline.
guess there's ways to use it as a hardware wallet when you keep it offline. I guess the official hardware wallets, like a Ledger, like a Trezor, like a a lot
Keep
of those
safe.
wallets. Yeah, so she loves some of the ones with mobile that work with mobile. They use like air gap technology where they're not even plugging in at all. Those you're
Take
signing
out the SIM card.
Those you're signing the message offline. That's key. Take out the SIM card. That's good advice, Clint Westwood. You always come through with that good advice. But yeah, old phones are great as backups to use. You know what I mean? It's great. And wipe the OS and start over with bare minimum.
You have to remember, Westwood does not throw away anything. He is like the Mr. Yeah, he is Mr. Frugal. Like, he will make use of, like, if we have an apocalypse, he won't go without anything because he's going to have whatever you need. the digibug will run. The other day he was driving it and he's like, I don't even have a speedometer working on this thing anymore. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well,
He's like, but it still runs. So it's
so I'll
fine.
tell you another thing I like about a hardware wallet, like a Ledger or something like that, or like those wallets, there's people trying to break into them 24/7, 365. So the security is top notch because people are.
So they have like bounties on them or something that they're trying to break into them, or they're just literally people trying to break into them because they know there's stuff on them.
People that are just trying to crack the security in them where they can't get to your wallet, but they want to see, is there a security flaw in it, this and that. And again, when you download these wallets, it generates your seed phrase in an offline manner.
Okay.
That's what's key. And then the other thing that's key, when you go to send a transaction or receive a transaction, more importantly, it verifies on the device itself the address that it's being sent to. So I would guess in a really bad type of computer virus where they could actually put in a fake screen and say, send a Litecoin to this address, right? And meanwhile, it's the hacker's address.
Oh.
And with these hardware wallets, you're actually looking at the screen. You're saying, well, is this the actual address? And that's why for moving large funds, you only want to move large funds in that manner. I wouldn't move large funds mobile. I wouldn't move large funds like mobile app to. Now, mobile apps are great for your everyday thing. Now, mobile apps, Daddy-O, great advice. Never screenshot or take a picture of your seed of your 12 words.
Right.
The mobile apps are great. The non-custodial ones that give you like Light Wallet, Exodus Wallet, Trust Wallet, these are all good options. Non-custodial private wallets. Because again, if all our money is in a hardware wallet, it's great. We're not going to be able to use crypto ever. That story Clint Westwood talks about where on a Saturday or Sunday, you want to buy the car, you're not going to show up with a laptop computer to transfer your Litecoin to the guy. And you first of all, you don't want the guy to see your hardware wallet. Guy might pull a piece out and say, you know what, forget the car, give me that freaking hardware wallet. So you want to 100% use the mobile wallets, but use the mobile wallet more or less like if you go out, how much cash would you be comfortable holding on you? Now, most people, they'd be comfortable maybe only a couple $1,000s on them. It's, but are they going to want to hold $100,000 on them when they walk around? That's a security risk. And I can't stress enough how many people I know that are into crypto or not that into it. They went to a cell phone store worse, a cell phone repair. They say, leave the phone here, give us your PIN code, come back in 3 hours and pick it up. And you get your screen repaired. You come back in 3 hours, you pick up the phone. Meanwhile, they have the keys to the kingdom. They do whatever they want. I mean, if I always tell people, if I was a bad guy, if I was to steal from you, how would I do it? Would I come in and rob you like in person? No. I'd either like obtain work with your cleaning company, and I'd steal from your credit card machines at your business, and it'd be undetectable. Or I'd work at a cell phone store and I'd rob people's crypto. And again, I'm not saying I would do this if I was a bad guy. What I would think if I was a bad guy, what would be the easiest way to steal the largest amount of funds and be undetected, get away with it? And this stuff's so confusing that if you say you had crypto stolen from you and you could see it on the blockchain, well, that's when that transaction went out when I was at that cell phone store. That must be them. Local police, well, they're going to be like, we don't know. And then, what are they going to do at that point? Turn it over to the 3-letter agency that unless it's a real massive thing, there's nothing we can do. Take a number and kind of get in line, and and we got to see what politically they want us to go after. They might not want us to go after this right now. So again, be extremely careful. Keep your old phones. Don't turn them into the cell phone store. And
what was Hunter Biden thinking?
If you do have to get a screen repaired or something, please move your funds off of that phone. The other thing is too, if you use like an authenticator app, now they have access to all your authenticator codes. They literally have the keys to the kingdom. They can do whatever they want. They probably can go in, they'll have your email monitored. They can have your authenticator codes coming in. Like they can just mirror everything. So just be careful. That's the biggest way I could see you getting your funds stolen from using a mobile type of wallet or solution. Yeah. Don't be afraid of them, but be careful. And if you have a lot of crypto, use a hardware wallet where that way it's not, at the very least, I'd say use like Exodus on like a laptop or Atomic Wallet on a laptop and keep that computer offline most of the time. And that's at least better security than a phone, because again, a phone, the SIM swap nature of it.
Yeah, don't click on emails and links, and don't assume that Johnny or I are talking to you in a chat, or a lot of times there was a time where people were like in group Telegram things. Well, then the bad guys were seeing who was in these Telegram groups, and they were pretending to be Ben and Kelly or other people. And then they would DM them with like a fake handle or profile that looked like Ben or Kelly or somebody, and then said, oh, send me this or send me that and whatever. And the person thought Ben and Kelly were private messaging them and gave them personal information. Trust me, Ben, Kelly, me, Johnny, all of us, none of us are. If anybody private messages you like that, one of the things you can do.
Messaging you.
Well, and if they are, one of the things I did one time, I had somebody private message me, and I went to them in the group chat and I said, please confirm in here first that you are private messaging me. And he was like, yes, I just sent you a private message. And so it's validated in the group chat where everyone can see that person was,
I've had somebody, Lisa, that they were trying to send the scammer crypto out of Voyager app, and they called me first, and they wanted to they said, hey, I'm trying to send you like whatever coin they were trying to send. I think it was Bitcoin. And can you walk me through how to do the transaction? And I was like, I didn't.
You're like,
and then all of a sudden I put two and two together. And they said, yeah, you've been talking to me on Instagram about it, that investment opportunity that you have.
Oh my gosh.
And the reason the lady fell for it, because I had helped her with the Voyager and get into that. And she was at the time into the interest. And, and and she just was, and the crypto was up from when she got in. And then somebody pretended to be me, messaged her on Instagram and said, hey, how's the investment going? And she said, oh, it's actually going great. Thanks for helping me. And then they were like, I got something else for you, even better. And she's like, oh, wow. And so again, be careful. Crypto, you want to be paranoid. It's the one thing that, remember, if you send a transaction on the blockchain, check it 10 times. Like, overcheck the thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a little OCD or paranoid about your crypto transaction. You're better off erring on the side of caution than being lackadaisical. Oops, I sent money to an address. Where's that address? Oh, I pasted that in there. Well, that's not the wallet I was sending to. Where did that come from? You know what I mean? And it's you're definitely better off being paranoid. This is the one
Yeah.
thing you want to be paranoid about in life.
Definitely. I promised that I was going to do a giveaway this episode. So you guys put hashtag wallets in the live chat right now, just like this. And I'm going to use my giveaway tool on StreamYard to start collecting comments. And I'll let it run for a minute, and then I'll hit. Do I have to screen share to do this? I think I share the screen to do this. I can't remember how to do this. 4 entries so far. And then I'll have to have you guys DM me on Twitter or Patreon if you're a patron, and send me your mailing address, and I'll get this mailed out to you. I'm heading to the post office on Friday. But this is Bobby Lee's book that St. Jerome sent me a bunch of these to give out when we do our meetups. And I thought I'd give one away today because I think we're right there. I think Westwood's right that Litecoin's going to go up this summer and lead the way like it has so many times before. And the banks are in trouble. We had another huge bankruptcy in, let's see, Blackstone defaults on $562 million OMBS, which I don't know what an
Litecoin's looking bullish now.
Mm-hmm.
What the US dollar price will be at that time depends on a lot of outside factors, but I can almost guarantee that Litecoin is going to appreciate in value compared to other assets. So if you kind of listen to my principles that I had about moving around in those asset classes, you'll increase your wealth. You know, Litecoin could, I mean, I don't think so. Maybe it's still $100 by the halving, but maybe Bitcoin fell back down to 12,000 or something. And we had a really bad news that came out, or the Fed, or who knows. Well, then you could take some of your Litecoin and swap it into Bitcoin. You have a lot more Bitcoin, and then ride that into the Bitcoin halving. So it's, yeah, we're looking bullish. I mean, Litecoin continues to show strength. When it sells off, it's getting bought up, and you have to look at history. History doesn't always repeat, but it rhymes, and Litecoin does pump around these halvings. So take advantage of that, and then play this the right way. Play the Bitcoin halving the right way, and you'll be know how to secure your funds so they're not all on some exchange and you got them stolen, and you'll be a happy camper. And
yeah, speaking of the Fed. Yeah, speaking of the Fed, Bank of America warns that the Fed will hike rates to the point of pain, as experts say there's no serious signs the economy is under control. And, you know, Jerome Powell said that himself. He said, you know, it doesn't matter how much they print, it's not going to stop this inflation. It's not going to affect the inflation.
They can't raise the rates high enough to stop it. You have to raise the rate 2% higher than the actual rate of inflation. If they do that, the U.S. can't even service the interest on the national debt. So it's it ain't happening. So it's they'll try to keep doing this for as long as they can. Then they'll go back to you know, they'll go back to quantitative easing and printing of money and creating of currency. And then, you know, it's people say it's game on for risk assets, and that's when you'll see real inflation, hyperinflationary time period, and you'll see Bitcoin and Litecoin shooting up like rockets.
We're right there. All right, I'm gonna hit the button, you guys. Last chance to enter. Do hashtag wallets in the live chat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope I don't win.
You're gonna read the book again.
Oh, I am. That's
nice.
Great.
He had some good comments earlier. Nice.
Yeah, and he just started his YouTube channel. You can check out his YouTube channel, and also go subscribe to St. Jerome's YouTube channel as well. He is the one who donated these books, and he goes to coin shows and sells Bobby Lee's Ballet Wallets, which is so brilliant, doing his part for adoption as well. So congratulations, I Am for I Am, and thank you to St. Jerome. Wonderful. Love our community. Thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate it. This was great, good information. We're always setting people free with education and information. So
if you got questions, DM the real Johnny Litecoin. Make sure it's the real me, not the fake me.
Not Johnny Litecoin.
Or if you want to just wait till this show, come in the show and ask in the comments, and we'll answer it that way if that's what you're more happy with or safe.
Whatever works for you guys. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow on Happy Hour.
Peace, you guys.
Bye.